Hi everyone! In this live, we will talk to Lou from Neurodivergent Lou about the benefits of music for autistic people. Recently, she posted a very insightful post about music and how it can be used by autistic people and how it helps autistic people. So I'm really happy and excited and lucky to have her with us. And here she is in the house. Let's see. Right, so you can join us for a chat about music and its importance for autistic people.
Hi.
Hi, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Can you see me now?
I can't, but if anybody in the chat would want to let us know that they can see you, then it's fine.
Okay, good.
You can see some people joining in. Hi, everybody. Let us know if you can see Lou, because I can't. If you can see her, then it's okay. It must be a problem on my end. How are you, Lou?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, excited to talk to you. You know, I'm so passionate about advocating for music and its importance for autistic people. And then I came across your wonderful post that highlighted all of the things I keep telling the parents whose children I'm working with about the importance of music. So I thought I have to have you. It's a must. I have to have you
Thank
and
you.
talk about music. Would you like to introduce yourself, Lou?
Yeah, I think people are having trouble seeing me. Should I try to come back?
Oh, yes, it's not only me then. Yeah, try again. Let's see. Do you know how to? Yeah. Right. Lou was having some problems and we couldn't see her. So, hi, autism spectrum expert. I can only see you. Was that me? Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi, Magda. Let's see if we can see you now. Let us know in the comments. Hi, Danielle. Can you see Lou? Can anybody else see Lou?
Hiya. If not, I can try and join on another device.
I still can't see you, but let's see what the others say.
Yeah.
Hi, Sick Life 420. Who else is in there? Crimson's Art. Oh, lovely. Thank you very much for joining us. Can you see Lou? Can you let us know if you can see Lou? No, somebody still says no.
Right, let me
No,
try
I
again on
want
my
to see you.
phone.
Oh, we won't give up, Lou. We'll have you here with us. Hi, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Today, we will talk about the importance of music and the benefits of music for autistic people and autistic children. Growing Acorn, hello. Right, let's see if Lou can make it this time. Hi, Rab75. Right, growing acorn. Hello. Oh, Lou, I can see you. Hopefully, everybody else can see you. Let us know in the comments if you can see us, but I think you can. Fabian, hello. And yeah, let's start then, Lou. I'm so excited to have you here to talk about the benefits of music for autistic people. And as I said, I came across your account, a long time ago, and I'm always, keen to learn from autistic people to make sure that my services and what I'm advocating for are, appropriate and tailored for autistic people, because that's what I do. But then I saw, your music post, your post about music and all the benefits, and I was thinking, oh no, I have to have Lou as a guest for one of my lives to tell everybody else, what an important role music plays. So would you like to introduce yourself first of all? And then let's see.
Hi, I'm Lou. I am a 19-year-old autistic advocate who I share my story on Instagram talking about growing up as an autistic person in a neurotypical world. And I kind of cover all sorts of different things, whether that's kind of burnout, coping with autistic burnout, shutdown, music, and how kind of growing up in a neurotypical world, what that is like for me.
You even shared a post about how to talk to children about disability today, or I think it was yesterday. Today I read it anyway, and it was such a lovely discussion in there as well. So yeah, if some of my followers don't follow you, then please go and follow Lou. She's just amazing, and I love the fact that your posts are so lovely structured, and you get the main points across, but it leaves space for so much discussion, and usually people engage in your comments with so many things, and the same happened with the music post. So please tell us more. How do you use music in your life, in your daily life?
That post, it got a lot of kind of discussion in the comments, which I love when there's lots of autistic people helping each other out, and or parents of autistic children kind of learning from each other. Like, I love that kind of thing. On music, I think there are so many different like benefits for autistic people, whether that is kind of providing structure in what feels almost like a chaotic, unstructured world at times. Because I think as an autistic person, the world does feel like that, whether that's kind of not understanding the social rules or finding sensory stimuli overwhelming. Music is something that you can control, and every time you go back to a certain song, it's the same. I think that is really helpful for autistic people. It's like that is the thing that can be my guide. I can understand that. I think also it does have a like, I know a lot of neurotypicals at school, they would talk about music, and often if I didn't share any other interests with other people, that was one thing that you can rely on in a conversation. Everyone's like happy to talk about it, and even if you like different music to everyone else, I think that's part of the joy of it, because everyone's different.
Mm.
And it can help to provide like a sense of routine as well. Like, if you're listening to the same music at a certain time of the day, that just like adds structure to your day. So yeah, I think there are so many different benefits.
Definitely. We seem to have lots of lovely comments in here, like you inspire me, and Lou, you are amazing, which is true. And music is amazing, which is again true. Yeah, I think even like you said, that some people prefer different music, but it's still a topic for discussion. I think it's also music is so good at accepting everybody, including everybody, no matter what different genre you like. It's still that feeling of acceptance and also of belonging, isn't it? And also you said something about constant, and that's what I got so many great ideas, and I've learned so much from that post. But I think what stuck with me was this, when you said it's so overwhelming when things change on a constant, base in our life. And I found music as a constant, and I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved it. It showed how much it helps you. How did you get into music? Did you do any musical activities when you were little, or did you learn any musical instruments? Were you part of a band, of a choir, or something like that?
Yeah, I was involved with music as a child. I remember I would always get my mum to sing to me. That was always one of the things, like, I'd say to her before I go to bed, can you sing like a nursery rhyme or a favourite song? And I remember that was like one of the things that I would initiate, which was quite interesting. And then also, I think I did do kind of a few music groups when I was a toddler, where you like kind of everyone comes together and sings and does actions to the songs. And dancing, and I do remember like quite fond memories of that, because I think, like a lot of other groups, I wouldn't really be able to join in the same way. So for example, with sport, like that, like I wouldn't be able to kind of play competitively, because I wasn't necessarily as good as everyone else, because I struggled with coordination, interacting as a team. But I think that's what makes music quite accessible for me. When I was younger, it would kind of be something that everyone can enjoy, and it wasn't competitive. It was just about having a good time, meeting new kind of people as a toddler, which was
Yes.
thing. So that like gives me quite fond memories. I also then went on to play the clarinet when I got a bit older.
Oh,
Very long. But I do remember that it was something that I did enjoy doing, and it was a hobby that I got into quite a lot. It was good fun.
yeah, but see how beautiful it is because you enjoyed these activities when you were little, and they kind of created for you that feeling of fun, of relaxing, of bonding with your mom, for example. And then when you grew, older now, you are able to transfer those skills from when you were little now, and it's amazing. Roy, somebody is asking, who's your favorite music artist, Lou?
I go through phases a lot. I quite like Ed Sheeran. I quite like the 1975. Yeah,
Ooh,
at the moment.
lots of people waving at you, somebody commenting that music helps with meltdowns. There was another long comment in here. I'm trying to find it. Hello, hello. Lots of people saying hello. You're amazing. Have a lovely time. Oh, she's gonna have a lovely time during our live. Won't you, Lou? Right, I can't see that long comment anymore. Yeah, I like Ed Sheeran as well. Oh, music helps me with meltdown. I haven't had one today, and the thing that changed was having music on. Ah, that's lovely. Is there a specific way this comment makes kind of brings me to a question? Is there specific way you use music in your daily activities?
Yeah, so I kind of listen to music when I wake up. I will choose a playlist that kind of fits with my mood or a certain song. That's quite.
So, sorry. So you have specific playlists to match your mood for the, different moods? Or can you give us some examples? So you have a playlist for.
So I have like a happy playlist, a sad playlist, a kind of like in the middle playlist.
Mhm.
And they're not specifically named as that, but that's just the songs that I choose to put in them. I also have a neurodivergent playlist, which has all the songs that encompass me feeling proud of my autistic identity.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's quite nice. I listen to those in the morning, and that kind of helps me identify kind of how I'm doing that day. I think for a lot of autistic people as well, we struggle to identify our emotions, and music can be a brilliant way of doing that. So you might choose a specific song that kind of fits with how you're feeling. That can be really helpful. And then I also kind of listen to music when I'm doing a task or something I've got to get done. I think it is really helpful to have that. And it helps me to concentrate and focus and have something on in the background, because I know a lot of autistic people also find it difficult to concentrate because our brains feels like going at like 100 miles an hour. Having music on in the background does help
yeah.
to slow everything down and help me focus on the task. So yeah, that kind of is how I use music day to day. I also would just put it on whenever I kind of fancy it. Oh, another one is having it on in the shower. Like, I know for me, I struggle with showers a lot. Like, the sensory input is loud and it is a lot. So I wear headphones in the shower, waterproof headphones. And that,
Oh,
so yeah, it is different kind of as a distraction as well as like routine and yeah, just enjoyment.
what? The one with the music when in the shower. I've never heard it before, and I think it will be beneficial for our little one. Thank you for that. Music is so helpful. Somebody's asking, can you share your playlists if you feel comfortable?
Yeah,
They probably need to get in touch with you for that, don't they?
yeah.
Um, if anybody else has a question for Lou, Lou said that she'd be comfortable to answer the questions if you have any questions about music. Would sometimes the parents that I'm working with or I get in touch with, and I excuse me, I recommend music, they say, oh no, music is too loud. I don't think my autistic child would connect with music. Would you have any recommendations how the parents could use music in their daily activities for the little ones, or how to start using it, maybe?
Yeah, like I think for me, it's about the autistic person having control of that like choice, even if it's just putting on like a Spotify kind of playlist, or and just getting them to choose a song, like tap on a song, or having a like special interest related song on, like I don't know if they're a fan of a certain TV show, having that theme song on. I think it's about just having them kind of in control of that kind of part of their life. I think for a lot of autistic people, as I've kind of mentioned, everything does feel out of control, and if you can add music like to that, that can be helpful. I think also it's about starting on a like small scale to build up to things, even if it's just once a week. Your child is like choosing a song to put on a very low level, and they know choose if they want to stop the song, they can press the button, or they can ask for it to be turned off and it will be. I think that is really helpful. Yeah, so if you can incorporate special interest into anything, that's always good. And I think also, even if music feels too loud, there's things that you can do, like having noise cancelling headphones on, even if they're not playing the music, but you've got like a speaker or something else playing the music, and the child is wearing ear defenders or noise cancelling headphones. It can kind of bring that volume down. Even if it's only a little bit, like that can be quite helpful. So yeah, about little things, and adding it to a routine as well. So maybe having it on a visual chart. So if you have it like a now and next timetable with what they're doing now and what they're doing next, and just having like a big icon, that can be helpful so that it's expected.
How was it when you went to those little groups when you were little? Did you find it too loud, too noisy? Did you find it distractive? I know you mentioned all the benefits, saying that it was fun, you can do it, you felt happy, being there and doing all of this. Did at any point become overwhelming, or not particularly?
I think it did possibly at times. I don't particularly remember that much of it, but I know from what my mum has said, like I did sometimes get overwhelmed. I wouldn't want to, like some days I just wasn't in the mood to interact with other people. Kind of go and curl up on my mum's lap or have a hug.
Yeah.
But I think it's also about kind of making other people aware if that's comfortable for you. So for example, saying, I might need my child, young person might need 5 minutes outside. They might need to bring a sensory toy with them. It's kind of like a transition object. I think it's about making these spaces accessible, and if they like having pictures of what the place looks like before you go, things like that can help with what to expect with these things.
Oh. And how about what happened? Why didn't you continue with the clarinet, if I may ask?
So I started it when I was in primary school, and I continued it up until I think I was in the last year of primary school. But the difficult thing is having to leave lessons and balance all my work, catching up with all outside of that. I think it became quite difficult because I'm a massive perfectionist with my work, so I'm people that wanted it all to be perfect. So I think that did contribute to me stopping, but I did really enjoy it.
There's some comments in here. Somebody said that they never used headphones in the shower, but it seems a good idea. So she puts her phone on a full blast while I'm showering. That makes sense. Hi, I'm an autistic activist from Colombia. I need to get ear defenders. Yes, if you are going to an event with lots of noise, definitely. Thinking of you when you played the clarinet, can you think of some of the benefits, I would say, for you? You said you enjoyed it, but can you extend a little bit more on that? And do you recommend autistic children or, people to start playing a musical instrument? Do you see any benefits?
Yeah, like for me, it did give benefits. Things like coordination is something that I struggle with, and I know lots of autistic people struggle with. And
Yeah.
having focused, like playing an instrument, it can help with that. And I think you are seeing improvements with playing an instrument as well, which can be helpful, like because you're immediately seeing the benefits of what you produce. So it's like input and then output, which I think is good because it means that you're seeing that directly rather than kind of feeling frustrated with it, I guess. I think it also, like, it helps to be able to, like, this sense of accomplishment with knowing, I started from this point and now I'm over here, I
Yeah.
can do this, and that is something that I can focus energy on. I think a lot of autistic people also, it's something that they can talk about as well, like in social situations. I think it's another thing that it's like a shared interest. So I guess like at family gatherings, for example, or with something that you can like talk about, and especially if it's something you really enjoy, it's like really good to be able to interact with people with that. Yeah, I think it is good, like it means that you can produce like music yourself, and kind of experiment with the sounds that you like, and kind of be quite like stimmy in that sense.
Oh, I'm so happy that you came to talk today about this, because just in these last phrases that you talked, about the benefits of playing a musical instrument, it seems like you are trained and you already know everything. But I think it's just because you felt everything through yourself, when growing up. But yeah, I keep telling the parents in general, and then parents of autistic children, that little children, or even or autistic children, they don't manage to excel to so many things when they are little, and they don't get an immediate a sense of achievement from lots of activities they are doing, because like you said, the brain is working so fast, then they can't coordinate very well. However, when you do musical activities, you see the something you achieved, you see, like you said, what you put in, and then the output straight away. I mean, in a couple of in a few seconds you see it, and it's amazing. I think it's a confidence booster straight away, and then of course it makes you happy. It's all the dopamine, the happy feelings, and it makes you do it more and more. And then the beauty of it is the fact that you can transfer this in some real life situations, not only, one of my little ones, they were supposed, to go to a gathering, and of course, mom said we wouldn't want to go. But then I said, I asked the little one, would you, because she's learning guitar with me, and I said, would you like to go there and play the guitar for the people? And she said, oh yes. I could see how her eyes opened up. So she didn't think at all, oh, there's so many people in there and I don't really want to be in there. She doesn't want to be in, social gatherings and so on. But she said, yeah, I want to play the guitar. So what she did, she sat down on a little armchair and she strummed and played along tunes that she made up and some tunes that we practiced for about 2 hours in there. And then she was all okay and she left all happy from there. And, people would come from time to time, and say, oh, this is really nice. Thank you for playing for us. But, not overwhelming her and going there and not applauding. And of course, mom trained all the other ones and them an email, with all of the other things. But I think it's amazing because otherwise she wouldn't have been there. And it also shows how confident she became in the fact that she is good at something, and in a way she wanted to show it off that she was good at something. And amazing. It's really amazing. And you're just confirming all of this. And I was so keen to talk to you. And I'm always keen to talk, to young and not, not only young, to any autistic people and tell me about the music, because I see its benefits with the little ones that I'm working with, every day, absolutely every day. And I know how music works and I know why it works, but the little ones can't tell me actually, about themselves and how they feel. And I really want to, to hear it and learn from, people who are able to express themselves like yourself. And thank you very much for being here. Let us know if you have any questions. Hello from the UK. Okay, that's where I am. Hello. And you as well. Right, is there anything we missed from all of this music experience? We talked about the playlist, about the constant, the sense of achievement, the musical instruments, the social bit. I think one of the things I advocate music for, and especially for little ones, because I'm working with children under 10, I also advocate, for confidence, being a confidence booster, and also for speech and language. Do you have any experience with music helping you or other autistic people with speech and language?
Yeah, I definitely think music is a new way to kind of learn words without feeling like you're learning words. I think that's a massive thing for a lot of autistic people, is feeling like they're forced into learning things that they don't necessarily feel are useful or comfortable for them. I think that's a massive thing that I think is important, is, learning in a way that works for you individually, whether that's music or, whatever way works, I think is really important. And I think it does help to kind of think of ways to express yourself when you're listening to music, because there's so many different kind of emotions in music. And so many different kind of perspectives. I guess it helps you to kind of think of, oh, I can identify with that song lyric, or I can identify with that part of the song, or I'm able to express that. So I do think it does have benefits in terms of having that ability to kind of reflect on like experiences in music and then take them into different situations in real life.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely that would work. How are you today? Somebody is asking, probably they joined a bit later. Amanda, music is such a good escape. Hope you are having a good start of the day. Well, it's lunchtime in here, but yes, I'm having a marvelous time. How about you, Lou? How are you?
Yeah, I'm having a good start to the day. Yeah, I guess a bit later on, but yeah, very good. Thank you.
Thinking of this, communication and music, I am a strong advocate for music as a tool to express themselves. And the beauty is that you don't have to be verbal, actually, to express yourself through music. And sometimes, excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my throat. Luckily, I don't need to sing many songs, or I don't need to sing during this session. Sometimes with autistic children, when they come and they are non-verbal, it's so beautiful because I have some emojis, sometimes emoji squishies or just printed ones, or we just draw them, things like that. And I draw an emoji for them, and I put it in front of them, or we have two, and I let them choose, and then I give them an instrument, and I said, can you play me a song to express that emoji? And if you listen in the first 2, 3, 5 seconds, you might say, there's no connection, they don't understand it. But if you let them play, from 30 seconds to about a minute, and they carry on playing and playing, it's amazing because you can actually feel how the song connects with the emotion and with what I shown them, with the visuals. And, it shows very clearly that you don't need to, to speak or to express verbally, because you can express yourself through music. And I want to connect it to where you've been yesterday evening to see the movie. And I have to say that there's so many things, again, that I've learned from that movie. But there's one sentence from the trailer that, got with me, to live my life as a human being. The most important thing is being able to express myself. And what do you think music can do that?
Definitely. I think it is a massive tool that can help autistic people to express how they are and how they're feeling and how they're interacting with like the world around us. I think it is massive for autistic people because they can kind of finally sort of be able to hear and use that as a kind of way to express themselves.
Mm. Um, Mr. Or is it Mrs.? I think it's Mr. Sutton says, I just woke up. Okay, it's 5 a.m. in the morning. There's a question. With the sad playlist, is it possible to internalize the feelings and mood of the playlist you are listening to?
Yeah, so I think that, yeah, possibly it is. I kind of do tend to sort of try and check in with my body before I listen to the music, so to kind of identify how I'm feeling first, and then kind of choosing music that fits with that. But I do think, yeah, you can kind of internalize that. I guess it's about kind of balancing out kind of how you're feeling and like how, oh sorry, and how, yeah, how things are that day, like listening to kind of both combinations of music, because I think it is okay to feel sad. I think that is an important thing, and when you are feeling sad, like, to feel that, I think that is important. So yeah, sort of balancing the different sort of music that you're listening to can really help to sort of balance out like the sad music and like sad music and sad feelings and
Mhm.
happy feelings.
Definitely, and that's what music therapists, for example, do. They meet the needs of that person and they meet them where they are at. So it's not like if you are sad, let's play a happy song because that's how it works. But it doesn't work that way. Music meets you where you are at. And, if you are sad, then you need that type of music, and maybe then slowly you can move to, music like you said. You have a playlist in between, not sad, no happy, and this is brilliant because you can't just, switch from one mood to another and feelings. Maybe some people can, but if you notice that you can't switch straight away, then you need that middle ground, don't you? Every emotions are valid. Yeah, definitely all emotions, and each emotion is valid, and that's why, like you said, you check with yourself and you check the emotion. But sometimes I even do it the other way around. I find myself that I listen to a song over and over again, and then after I listen to it for a while, I'm thinking, why am I drawn to this song? And then when I kind of try to listen, to my body, to myself, and step back and think a little bit, is saying, oh, because of this emotion that maybe I tried to hold back or things like that. And then music brought it up, and that's why I kept on listening to it. So I think probably it can work the other way around. This is so insightful to hear. Yes, thank you very much. Let us know if you have more questions for Lou. Right, so I know, are you writing a blog as well?
Yeah, so I'm sort of starting to set up my blog, but yeah, like I'm mainly on Instagram at the moment, but yeah, I don't know where it will go, but I'm hoping to keep everything going and kind of spread the message of autistic acceptance everywhere.
I listen everything over and over again, and I love the song in Makaton, Reach for the Stars. Yes, how do you feel about songs with actions?
Yeah, so I do think there is a lot of talk about this in the autistic community at the moment, with kind of using actions and Makaton signing to like learn signing. I do think it is a really helpful way to kind of learn words and music and expression in different ways. Yeah, so I do think it is really interesting. And I think even just if you're like a neurotypical person, I think it is helpful to kind of learn like Makaton or different ways to communicate. Yeah.
Definitely, yes. I think it's planning to target, the visual part, you know, of the brain as well, because otherwise the words are a bit abstract. But with the signs, and if you sign the same way a specific word, then it will come over and over in other songs as well. So it targets like the visual strength of autistic people, some of autistic people, I would say. Is there something else maybe I forgot, or you'd like to add? And you said people can find you on Instagram. Mostly, you've created such a big, lovely community in there. And like you said, people are learning from each other.
Yeah,
I
so
think
definitely.
I was just thinking because you've got like hundreds of comments on that music post, and from all of that, there was one single person who said, "I'm autistic and I don't find myself, you know, in music activities, or I don't like music." And I thought, wow, that's from the you know, music apply is beneficial to so many autistic people, and then there's one person who can't connect with music. So I thought it was interesting as well, and how different everybody is, of course, isn't it? Would you like to
Yeah,
comment anything on that? Do you think that music is quite for everybody, or maybe not?
I think different things work for different people. I think that is something that I'm always kind of mindful of, is not not all autistic people are the same. Just
Yeah,
like every neurotypical person is different.
yeah.
And I think that if music doesn't work for you, that's totally valid.
Mhm.
I think there are lots of different forms of music as well that you can kind of experiment with, whether you want kind of music that's more instrumental or with lyrics or more rap. I think there are so many different genres for music, so you know you can sort of try whatever you feel like is working. But if it doesn't work for you, at the end of the day, like, everyone's different, and there's sort of lots of other things out there that you can experiment with. Yeah.
To express yourself, you know, like we were saying, if music is a tool to express yourself and it doesn't apply to you, I'm pretty sure you can find some other ways of expressing yourself. You know, going back to the movie, the reason I jumped, there was that, you know, lovely autistic girl who was just drawing, and she was expressing herself beautifully through drawing, wasn't she? I have a comment. I think signing is great for some individuals, but not for all. It can distract from the experience of enjoying music. Every person is different and has various hobbies. I was a musician once. It helped me work with others, yeah, and travel. I'm autistic. Would you like to comment anything on signing or non-signing? But I think you already touched it when you said everybody is different, isn't it? And we have to see what works for, you know, for our children, or for myself, you know, if I was autistic. But even like you said, for neurotypical people, some people, everybody's different, isn't it? You have to find what suits yourself and how you can express and enjoy your experience, be it a music experience or other experiences in your life. Um, are there any other projects you are busy with recently? Just before we wrap up, let's find out more. That's not particularly related to music. I know you're doing your blog.
Yeah, so I'm doing my blog. That's kind of my main hobby at the moment. I also volunteer for different charities, raising the power of like youth voice. I also like watch a lot of YouTube and Netflix. Yeah, they're like my main hobbies at the moment. Yeah.
Um, have you done like anything for any projects? Did you get involved in you know, your school or previous school? Did you do any advocacy like that over there?
Um, Not massively at my school, but I have been working with my local mental health centre to we've recently redesigned the garden at the centre to make it a lot more friendly for autistic people and other people who are struggling. So yeah, like that is a thing that I'm kind of working on and increasing understanding through like doing presentations to mental health services, and I do go into schools as well, and speak about mental health and autism and kind of all those different topics to do everything that I can to make a difference.
Mm. Well, you're such a busy young girl, aren't you? Young lady
Yeah,
doing so many projects. And I think it's really good that you are spreading yourself, in so many areas and charities, like you said, and not just keeping it to Instagram, going with your blog, with the charities, with the works, and that you are doing local or even wider, because yes, we need more our little children need more role models, definitely, and need to hear more and learn more from people like you. Thank you
thank
very much for
you.
joining me, Lou. I'm so grateful for your time, and this discussion was so insightful. Thank you. Happy to see you again, Louise. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, we'll have to find a way to bring you back and talk about more music and more activities for autistic people. Yes, and for the little ones. Thank you very much, Lou. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'm really grateful for your time.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.